We're going to go ahead and do a reading specifically for twin flames, for the divine feminine, for the divine masculine collective to see what is going on. Today we have Mercury in Aquarius is conjunct Pluto in Aquarius. We're going to kind of break this down in an easy way for you to understand, but these are big energies. These are intense energies. You might even feel a little bit depressed as you're going through some of the changes that we're all going through. Now, when we deal with Pluto, this is the 11th sign of the zodiac. It's actually a winter sign. It's nestled, or it's in between Capricorn and Pisces. So this is one of our winter signs that we're kind of in the middle of right now. But this is also a sign all about the collective, being of service, helping other people. And this fits right in with the twin flame theme and with Ascension of how we can elevate on a spiritual level too. So we have all this Aquarius energy in the air. When we deal with Pluto in Aquarius, this is all about huge changes that are occurring. And most of these changes are happening within yourself, within your relationship, and even perspective shifts and how you're seeing things right now. We're going through some big changes and we're being guided to do that inner work and to make the necessary changes that we need to make on ourselves. That's what this entire earth journey is about like the self-work that you're doing on yourself. And that's the whole point of what we're doing here too. So we're going to see a lot of these themes kind of playing out through the year. This is all about the old habits, energies, and situations you need to let go of within yourself or within your life right now. So when we talk about some of the karmic cycles of our life that we're here to clear, yeah, sometimes it's external situations, but actually sometimes it is the patterns that we've been creating and manifesting on, and how we need to change these things to change the circumstances of our life. Now, this is very, very important, as this conjunction, Pluto conjunctions are very intense. This conjunction is going to help to shine a light on things you need to see. When we deal with Pluto, it is God of death and rebirth. So it's all about kind of like we talked about ourselves, but it's also all about the unconscious realm and being made aware of things. That's what we're going to talk about today, right? So you might have things coming to light. This is seeing your situation, seeing other layers of your situation, awakening. Pluto rules the shadow realm, so shadow work is coming up, but it could be like seeing more clearly the situations in your life or your path moving forward. Now, when we deal with Aquarius, it's all about manifesting the future and the life that you want to, and that's why this work is so important, so that you can kind of get there, working on yourself so that you can better manifest. So that's why we have to clear the manifesting blocks too, that comes along with some of this healing work that we're doing. Now we have a lot of Aquarius energy in the air. We're in Aquarius season, but we're also getting ready for tomorrow's new moon in Aquarius, which is kind of aligning with these Pluto energies too, and a lot of powerful energies. We have Jupiter in the mix. So with tomorrow's new moon, it is all about what you are working on and what you are manifesting moving forward. So it's a really good day to kind of clear your energy, get ready for tomorrow's new moon, whatever that looks like for you. Some of you guys are being guided to declutter your home, get organized, but also don't forget your energy, which is so important in all of this. Okay, so we're going to start with a reading for the divine feminine first. I always say this is just a general collective read, so make sure you're doing those one-on-one phone call sessions on my website. I have tons of reading options. You can do these whenever you run into a hiccup in the road, or you just need some more clarity moving forward. I am also an energy healer, and this is why I know that energy healing is so powerful. And sometimes when you're on the twin flame journey, a lot of healing can come to the surface or be triggered to the surface, but this goes for everyone working on their ascension. So I am an energy healer. I have a ton of healings, clearings, and activations. I also do twin flame coaching, which is great for helping you through the process that you're going through, whatever that looks like for you. So we're going to start with a reading for the divine feminine, but make sure you guys are booking sessions if you need them. I always grab them when the cards jump at me. Okay, make sure you're booking any sessions on my website if you need them. That is how you find me, encouraging you to do that work too. It'll really, really help you too. Go with what you're guided on my website. If it's up there, you can still do it, right? When you're navigating my shop, I have tons of really, really amazing things for helping you guys to navigate your ascension and the energies and things like that. So if you need me, just book me on my site. But encouraging you guys to always do more healing and work on your energy. This is also going to be pivotal for your twin flame situation, no matter what is coming up. Okay, so we are going to do, usually I do little messages from your flame. I think we'll skip that and we'll dive right into the Divine Feminine Collective to see what is going on. Some of you guys might be having conflicts with your twin flame. This could just be, I love it because in so many ways you guys are the same, but in so many ways you may even be opposites trying to merge together and meld together some of these things. This is why some of the things that trigger you, your twin flame holds the opposite polarity of these things to help you work through some of these things. So some of you guys might have, I want to say rocky road, right? Bumps in the road. I just say these are blocks. Like you're navigating any relationship, any connection, you're going to have little blocks coming up that you're going to have to move through and kind of work through depending on what is coming up. You're going to have things you have to heal like, right? Within the connection. Twin flame maybe a little bit more too. So this is about clearing and removing the blocks, moving through certain things. This could be obstacles, challenges, inner blocks, whatever it is that you're facing, so that you can get those positive outcomes that you want and you can align with whatever it is that you desire moving forward. While we're in Aquarius season, this is the first new moon of the year. I know this moon, like this year, feels like we've had like 50 years in one since we started. Like we're still in January. It feels kind of trippy, kind of strange going into these higher energies. It's all right. This is actually the first new moon of the year, right? And this is a time where we should be planting our seeds and putting our intentions out there for our future in general while we're dealing with this Aquarius energy. Some of you guys might be getting glimpses of the future. It just kind of depends. This is starseed energy all over the place. Right, some of you guys are being stubborn and you're not going with the flow right now. And I was explaining this and learning how to better work with the force that we call the universe, right? And better flow with the energies. And so this could be the ups and the downs within the ascension energies coming in. We want to lean into the highs and kind of learn to work with them. We want to be leaning into this new moon and manifesting with it, right? So, you know what I mean? So we want to be learning how to better work with these energies so that we can benefit from them and really, really start to use them. This could be just kind of going with the flow with your life. Like I always know, sometimes I make big plans for my day and things don't go that way. And when you're trying to force, it doesn't work, right? So you got to kind of go with the flow, especially if things are coming up, you're navigating things, you know what I mean? Just kind of going with the flow of the energies as well too. Now this isn't for everyone, but some of you guys are in a no contact situation. You're not having a lot of communication. You might be blocked. This is the ultimate avoidance pattern, or throwing a block up, blocked. So this could be silent treatment or just little or no communication and things like that. Now, like I said, this isn't for everyone, but while we're Mercury in Aquarius, we're dealing with things like that. So Mercury is messenger planet, is communication, just kind of depends. You might need to heal that and open up things if this is a problem, and we say a block, right? So if there's not a lot of contact happening, not a lot of communication, when we heal ourselves and we are in alignment, we tend to open up things within our twin flame connection too. Maybe you're being guided to heal some things. This could be maybe some things going on with you where you're not communicating things clearly, or your side of things, or your feelings, or maybe on your twin flame side. Okay, you might be looking at pictures of your twin flame and reminiscing about them. You might be missing them. Like you might be, this could be in your head where you're just thinking about them all day. Welcome to Pluto energy, which can be shine a light on obsessive tendencies. Some of you guys are thinking about your twin flame an awful lot. You might be staring at pictures of them. You might be looking at videos of them. You might be looking at their socials. Just kind of depends, right? And so this is also, some of you guys, if you're in, I don't want to say a separation, just not with them full time yet. Like I know so many twin flames, like you're together, you're dating, but you're not living together. You're kind of doing your own little separate life still. It just kind of depends on your situation. I feel the reason for this is because some of you guys try to make your partners in general or your twin flame your source of everything. It's like they come into your life and your entire life is centering around this person when it should be probably centering around yourself and your healing, and you're giving a little bit too much focus and attention to this person, maybe, or wanting to, right? And sometimes you're putting so much focus on this other person that you're not thinking about what you got going on, your own energy, your own responsibilities, things you should be taking care of other than this in your life, right? And so with these Pluto energies, not saying it's a bad thing, you know, you've been putting a lot of focus on this person. And in these spaces, I feel that reason why we go through some spaces of more together than others. You might be like really together with your twin flame. Maybe you can do a little bit of work on yourself, coming back with them. It depends on your situation, because this isn't something that goes across just this one lifetime. This is a connection that touches across every lifetime you will ever have. There will be lifetimes where you're going to be together and apart with this person. Now, I was posting things from my book I write a lot of books on twin flame. You guys can always probably find them pinned on my page, right? So I write a lot of books on this, and I was writing about, if you've met your twin flame in this lifetime, this is a sign you're meant to be doing that inner work or preparing to be with them if you're not with them yet, and you're meant to be with them in this lifetime, okay? Not forcing that and continuing to work on yourself, but they are in your orbit, or you've been made aware of who this person is for a very good reason, to keep you on track with things on your side, okay? So sometimes you have to read the signs and follow the signs with your life to really be able to tap in to tell what will unfold, because we still have a lot of chapters left to your story, okay? So just it kind of depends on your situation, but this is a time where you need to be working on yourself. Doesn't matter if you're in full union and your union is going amazing, continuing to work on yourself to stay in that higher alignment will really help your union to take off, okay? If you're in separation, really continuing to work on yourself to elevate your frequency and to get where you need to be in other areas of your life, so that when you do come into union with this person, it's more harmonious and easier. So the more healed you are in general, right, inner work, but in other areas of your life, it's going to make it more cohesive and easy when you do blend, I say, or merge together with this person too. So it doesn't matter your situation, really working on yourself. So and we kind of cycle through the years, but I mean, within the ascension work, you're being guided, obviously, to work on your energy, but to work on other areas of your life as we're kicking off this year. We always kind of start off pretty strong with having things come up, okay? This could be things you got to take care of very fast in your life. This could be blocks coming up within yourself too. So a lot of people don't want to heal, and they love, I'm going to go find another partner. The same issues, patterns, and problems will come up over and over and over again in your life. Doesn't matter if you get a new partner or a different partner, whatever, because these are issues within you. So we're being guided to really deeply reflect during this time, but also to really step into action as we're in this space of the year with this Aquarius new moon, and to take care of things, especially that inner work and patterns. This is why I love working with you guys. A lot of times, sometimes you guys are aware of the problems and patterns, sometimes not so much. And this is where I can help you to expand your consciousness and raise your frequency and to help with the healing, right? This is what I do. I'm good at it. If you need help, get help. We're in Aquarius season, it's working with others, right? And so, you're being guided to really look at your connections, romantic included, but also to get help if you need it at those spaces where you're needing it, because we have a lot of change happening fast. Now, some of this is inner work change and changes that you're going through, hopefully. So you're going through a lot of soul growth fast, you're going through a metamorphosis, and it's all about clearing toxic cycles so that you can do better, blossom and bloom, right? So as I was saying, we have these wounds, this is where the light comes in, but this is where your love will bloom. These are the areas that need your healing, self-care, and attention, but this is also, how you will blossom and bloom. This is a fated connection. You were meant to meet this person. This is something meant to be. This is destiny. There are some things in your life that are predetermined, including the encounter that counters you will have with your twin flame. You were meant to find each other, meet, and even connect. But how this goes is always up to you. The universe can make sure two people are in the same room. Think planet Earth. You've ended up in the same room. You've met each other, but how that will go is always up to you. The universe will try to bring you together, but it's always up to you how that connection will go. This is why sometimes inner work is needed, because sometimes when we're not healed enough and we have triggers, it can throw off things, right? So this is a connection about spiritual awakening. It's meant to help you with your journey to enlightenment and your life lessons, but also putting you through a rebirth. We go through many layers of twin flame. This is why I've designed the coaching calls that I do with you guys in a certain way, because I was definitely not only paying attention, taking notes, and I've worked with so many people over, over a decade. I've been doing this job, and I've been paying attention and learning a lot too. So I've put together these calls that you do with the twin flame coaching. It is meant to help you through the process. So one of the processes and stages that we go through is ego death, because this is what this card is talking about, but also this Pluto energy is talking about too, and it can get messy, some of the stages of twin flame. So I find that sometimes when people aren't healing enough or getting the help, they tend to at each stage kind of run into problems with the flame, and usually fights and things like that as you're kind of triggering each other because you haven't healed enough and there's problems coming up. So this is all about, one of the stages is ego death that you will go through. And usually this can even lead to separation problems and issues along the way And so sometimes it's like beneficial to really, really heal and learn things, because sometimes you haven't been through the process in this life and you don't really know what's coming with this person. So it's important that you're kind of getting help and doing that inner work. This connection has the potential to really put you into some type of ego death. For those that are unawakened, this can mean dark night of the soul, even, and very messy layers and triggers and wounds coming up. Hopefully you guys are spiritually awakened at this point and can better navigate the process. It just kind of depends on how far along you are, I'll say spiritually and energetically, as to what will come up. Your twin flame most likely will trigger all of your unhealed baggage, whatever's underneath the surface, dealing with Pluto energy, which is encouraging us to look deeper and to dive in deeper into ourselves. This is how we truly transform and begin to understand ourselves, and even spiritually awaken and going to the next level of our awakening. So spiritual awakening energy for sure coming up from this connection. Come here, kitty. Okay. So we have, I brought, these are my astral cards. Expression, Mercury energy, learning how to really share your feelings. So sometimes there's a disconnect between you guys sharing. This is necessary. A lot of you guys have been programmed up, I don't want to say toxically, you're used to toxic connections where you're people pleasing, you're putting all your sides in need, you're putting yourself last, running yourself and your relationship into the ground in some of these negative habits that you've picked up. Some of these come from collective programming, past relationships, and even inner child. It is so important that you have healthy boundaries. This is something you're meant to be learning, and that you express things that are coming up for you, because when you don't, I see a lot of people that don't do that. They don't speak up and then they implode later, like simmering under. It's the more healthy communication that you have, the better this other person is going to understand you and what you need, your love language, and how you need to be loved. You got a problem, speak up, tell them, all right? This will help them to smooth through the problem. So we love to avoid and ignore issues, don't resolve them, and then they pile up. So like you got one issue, you didn't say anything, you got 10 at this point and they implode. Like, right? So communication can help us to move through blocks, heal things, have better understanding of the other person's perspective we're learning with, what they're going through, their side of things. Throat chakra work. You may be guided to have just healthier energy boundaries, or even to speak up about any issues that come up along the way. This is meant to help you. It's meant to help you better move through and navigate things with this person. Remember, you're always in it with this person. We have consciousness. You're being guided to really heal yourself and expand your consciousness during this time. This will really, really help you. That's what we do in order to integrate into a 5D energy. We go through this process of raising up our frequency and expanding our consciousness. That's part of the work I do with you guys, is with your ascension and helping you to get there. And that's why this healing is very important, to raise up your frequency and to vibrate at a higher frequency. We open up other dimensions and we begin to do higher, or go higher in our life. And I'm really excited about this year, but it's not like, oh, new year, everything will magically align with you. In reality, it's going to determine how much work you're putting into yourself and where you're at on your ascension path, right? So it just kind of builds. So you continue to work on yourself, make healthier choices, clear addictions, bad habits, patterns, things in the way. You continue to do this self-work, and you're going to continue to elevate ascension in your life to higher spaces in your life, places, and even timelines. And so this is a powerful energy that this year is bringing us, but we're going to carry on the same work that we were doing last year of healing and releasing things. So it's not like some magic, you're going to go from level 1 to 10. It's going to carry on with the healing and what you need to resolve within yourself, what you need to release, what you need to let go of, what you need to look at, maybe shine a light on, and maybe ways that you can kind of continue to raise your frequency. And sometimes we do that by letting go of negativity, karmic situations, and things holding us back. Continuing to declutter, Divine Feminine. I've seen a lot of letting go of toxic situations or situations that just better served your old self. And so continuing to let go of things no longer serving you, and continuing to manifest your path moving forward. All right, perspective. You're being guided to shift your perspective. I love this Pluto energy. It can help you to see new things. It's going to help you to connect the dots. the puzzle pieces. I'm always amazed at so many people who can't see right in front of them, not being right. All right, yes, stay open to things people are telling you. You're getting messages in all types of ways, especially with this Mercury energy. It's all about communication. Some of you guys might hear a friend or a family member tell you something, or get a message in all types of ways. This could be downloads. Don't be shocked if a lot of dreams are coming through. Your own subconscious trying to get your attention. You might be having downloads, insights, higher awareness, sitting around thinking, because I always think that, we do a lot of thinking with spiritual awakening to tap into things. So don't be surprised if you're tapping into things that will help you to change your perspective. When we do this inner work, we talked about healing old patterns and really doing that inner work to clear blocks. Slowly, it'll change how you're seeing things. Sometimes the 5D, yes, it's frequency based, but it's also based on the lens through what we see things, and kind of expanding and elevating on that sense. So be open to perspective shifts. This will help you to change how you're seeing your reality. Okay, deep knowing. Pay attention to the knowing that you're getting. A lot of times you guys don't know, but you do know things that are bothering you. I said this morning to someone, they're coming up for a reason. Pay attention to how you feel about things. This could be a psychic, I always describe it like a sixth sense, a psychic knowing. You just know things and you don't know how, right? And you're usually, well, I'll say you're always right. You're usually right about these things. Trust what you're picking up on. If you're being guided to do things in your life, you're picking up on things about your relationship or your situation, because this is a twin flame reading. And we have a big focus on healing our relationships and healing our relationship patterns still, and how we're connecting with others. And so this is powerful right now, the energies that we're continuing to move through for healing ourselves, and of course, healing how we connect with others. Sacral chakra, some of you guys are being guided to really heal the sacral, especially if you have money and relationship problems. Sacral, right? Some of you guys are really being guided to heal your root chakra with the trauma, then move up to the sacral and to really go back and heal that and fix certain things there. And sometimes we carry energies from our past experiences. This could be energies we're still holding on to, cords we're still holding on to from past lovers and relationships, things we still haven't healed karmically that tend to repeat with our twin flame. Because you get out of a relationship, and if there's karma to be worked out, you still carry it. If there's patterns to be worked out, energies, things you haven't moved through, it continues to have to be worked out. And we do that with the people around us too. So it's very important that we're healing ourselves, so we're not bringing old energies into new situations or continuing to, right? Especially old patterns and things we know that didn't serve us. We're supposed to be learning from our life lessons and relationships so that we can improve and do better. Healing your sacral chakra, this will help you to really improve your energy levels. So when we heal our energy, we heal our relationships, we heal our finances, and you really start to elevate and things like that. So as you're doing this inner work to let go of things that are bad for your energy, you're going to notice you have more energy that you can put into yourself, your twin flame union, and you start to do a lot better. You're going to be really good at whatever you decide to do, but make good decisions right now. You have a lot of, I always say this is because it's like my many cups card. It's my many cups situation. You have so many things that are presenting themselves to you. Not everything is for you. I've had to remind myself of that lately. Okay, you're not obligated to anyone and anything other than yourself and your own journey. So you might have a lot of people come find you or approach you. So as you're going through a spiritual awakening and you're working on your energy, this becomes very magnetic, especially if you're on the twin flame journey, because once you've really activated that part of your life path or mission or whatever it is, or your energy, and you go through this transformation, Kundalini rising, chakras opening, higher frequencies, it's a very healing energy, but you sometimes attract a lot more in your life, right, too. So you have to be very discerning or very careful, too, in this higher frequency, that not everyone or everything is for you, and that's okay. So this is like some of you guys might want to refuse some offers that are coming to you, but you also don't want to be so picky and choosy, I say walled off, right, in your bubble. Okay, we like to be in our bubble of spiritual awakening. Stay open too, though. You have a lot of good opportunities that are presenting themselves to you. Maybe just everything isn't for you, and you got to really just be a little bit more picky, but not too closed off. So you want to open up, and you don't want to get stagnant. So you do want to kind of go down new paths and make different choices and things like that. But make sure that you're kind of, going with the flow with it. Make sure you're staying in gratitude. I have a lot of people that are navigating a lot of purging and negative energy And the solution in your life to feeling better is to stay in gratitude. I feel that being of service and helping people makes you feel so good on a level sometimes we can't even understand. And that this is Aquarius season, and it's all about being of service and activating these higher spiritual pathways through being of service and helping the people around you if they come find you for it. You'll know, right? Being that lighthouse. And this is what twin flames do with that energy. You guys, go on to do big things, we hope, right? This is why it's so important that you are healing. So if you're struggling with your healing journey, with your ascension, you're struggling through a separation, you're just on the twin flame journey and you're trying to make more sense of your life and understand it, you're going through this first sometimes. I know you'll notice that. Some of your friends and family might be a little asleep, right? You're going through this process first because later you're going to help many, many people by understanding this spiritual process that we love to call ascension and how to heal and things like that. But first you got to heal and kind of get those tools. So it's very important that you're working on yourself, every person on this planet. Maybe some people haven't gotten the alarm clock or wake up call, but we'll get there. Okay. But for those that have, it's just very important that you keep working on yourself. This could mean getting a better, I say skin regime, okay, self-care at every level. Vitamins, taking care of yourself better, right? Those salt baths, right? Like how your day-to-day routine, energy healing, meditation is a must. This is going to help to elevate you, things that are good for you, right? Affirmations, staying in gratitude, connecting with nature, all that good stuff that we love to talk about every day. Okay, so we have the Page of Cups, and this is like some of you guys might not even be talking to your twin flame. This might be from childhood issues that are unhealed that you need to still heal, and wounds that have come up that have gotten in the way. Oftentimes when we haven't healed certain things, they become sabotaging problems that later you probably regret when you can get clear. It can become unresolved emotions and things like that. So this could be jealousy, problems coming up, obsession. This could be all sorts of blocks, okay? This could be being negative. This could be secrets, whatever it is. This is my Page of Cups, which is usually bringing great love news. There's some type of block here. This could be like not getting enough from your twin flame. They're not really around, not talking to you. It just kind of depends how this could manifest. Divine Feminine, being guided to go back and heal childhood issues. We have the Sacral, which is past relationships blocking this connection, but those actually come from childhood wounds and things that you need to resolve that you were meant to be working out through your previous karmic connections. I take it if you're watching this video, you're at that twin flame level or that part of the journey too. So just make sure that you are healing what has come up. Your twin flame, usually you think you're great and they rip open old wounds, sometimes childhood wounds, sometimes from previous connections. So we have my 8 of Swords, and this is like releasing negativity on every level. That's what we're doing. We talked about those blocks on every single level. We have to purge out a lot. We have a lot of ingrained patterns. You've been thinking the same thing your whole life. It can be hard to break out of some of these cycles. Don't be afraid to get help if you need it. Like I said, just set up sessions with me, but this is like letting go of fear and anxiety and getting more clarity on your situation through healing and releasing past energies, negativity, and any type of inner blocks and things like that. You're going to become more aware of any fear coming up, especially on the twin flame journey, but it's to help you to break out of patterns so you can see what you need to heal so you can heal and fix it. All right. So I'm going to use these. So it's to shine a light on things so that you can heal and fix certain things. All right. So I'm going to kind of go all over the show with this, but we're going to do a reading for the Divine Masculine. I have healings and activations up for today. If you guys look at my site, you'll see that, which is a good thing. I always do anyways, but I'm definitely working with today and tomorrow's energy. Tomorrow is our Aquarius new moon. Great time for tapping in. I do have my Aquarius new moon stuff up on my site. Then I'm going to flip over my site by the looks of it. So definitely have stuff up for today and tomorrow. Okay, let's see. So Divine Masculine. All right, so we have avoidance. Sometimes this is based on the Divine Feminine side. I had a Divine Feminine. They said, I'm just going to put it out there that they're masculine. You know, they probably had another karmic. And you know what? This person didn't do enough of the work. I hate saying that. If you haven't and you're not ready, sometimes that can happen. It's life, right? So we have two people, divine feminine, divine masculine. If one or the other has not done enough work to achieve union, don't be surprised. Sometimes karmics can come in to help either side through that process, but we don't want karmics anymore. Those are the 3D, right? When I hear karmic connections, it's the 3D, and usually when you've awakened enough, and you recognize that you've attracted a karmic dynamic in your situation, usually you're awake enough to maybe want to clear that and not engage. I was taught by my spirit guides, the best way to clear karma is not to engage and not to want to. So sometimes we can go out looking for these kind of situations unknowingly and things like that, or we can attract them, right? So to be mindful of that. But if both twin flames are working on themselves, they will be in union and have done that work to achieve union, but there is work to be done. You always meet your twin flame, but sometimes it gets messy, but there's always more work to be done after that meeting generally that will come up. It could come up along the way if you're very fast going to union and cause separation, or maybe you have work to do to get into union. It depends on how that goes. But if you're doing the work, that won't be an issue too, and things like that. Your twin flame will usually even mirror some of your own dynamic and things like that. Now we have every side of the coin, okay? You're like, yes, whatever your twin flame is mirroring to you, they're actually your problems. Like what? But this makes it easy. It's not to disempower you, so that when you acknowledge these things, this is deep shadow work though. It can put you in soul shock and really, really bring you to awareness fast, but it can be a lot to integrate, right? To accept and acknowledge some of this stuff, because sometimes we love to point the finger and not do the healing, especially with these avoidance patterns. This is work that we're avoiding doing. This could be shadow work or patterns that we don't want to acknowledge that we also hold within ourselves, okay, that are coming up. So whatever comes up, it depends on the universe or what's being triggered in either. Whatever's coming up is something coming up to heal. Your twin flame is the motivation to do this work. You're supposed to do it anyway. And like, it's the same work you got to do with ascension. So for those not wanting to do the work, well, how's your ascension going, right? Those doing the work, ascension's going smooth, right? You're working on yourself. It's everything we're supposed to be doing too. So it's not separate, the twin flame journey. In fact, as we are ascending on a collective and individual, hopefully, level, more and more people are going to attract and find their twin flame, and more people are going to shift into beautiful unions. So just remember that too. So this is why you're being guided to do this work. It's also about ascension and ascending together with your twin flame. Like if you're ascending, you're meant to ascend into the 5D and do these 5D timelines with your twin flame. So let's just say you have 1 billion timelines to choose from. 1 billion, I'd say, right? 1 billion, keep it easy, right? I will say 1 million timelines. Maybe half of those are 3D timelines and they don't look so hot. Maybe the other half are all with your twin flame. There are so many timelines that you can hop onto in these higher frequencies in the 5D that are gonna be with your twin flame. Most of the 5D ones are with your twin flame, right? Most of the 3D ones, not really, right? So we wanna continue to elevate ourselves in our lives so that we can align with ourselves energetically, but also with our twin flame. So as long as you're working on yourself, this is actually how you master your twin flame union, but also your ascension too. So just continuing to work on yourself. This is a reading now for divine masculines. You guys are being guided to clear toxic relationship patterns. This could look like addictions. This could look like any type of drama in your life, or lower patterns and karmic stuff that you got to work through, okay? Some of you guys, you might feel like your twin flame divine feminine is acting immature or testing you and things like that. This can be common and stuff like that. Or maybe you're just being put under pressure by the universe, because this is our school and sometimes we go through tests. I know some of these situations are too good to be true. Like sometimes you guys are being tested to see if you're ready for union. This could be in separation in spaces by yourself to like see, or in unions. So this is very important that I was trying to explain to someone that I feel the true path to spirituality is purifying. And cleansing and purifying and getting really pure and acting right, and things like that. Just food for thought, okay? So pay attention to your guidance. Have faith in your situation. I was telling myself this morning, definitely plan on walking this path with a lot more faith moving forward. Have faith and trust in the universe. Keep focusing on your healing. Pay attention to your intuition and dreams right now. Some of you guys might be in a separation, but this isn't for everyone. We talked about this. If so, it's to work on yourself. And sometimes it's you guys are triggering each other of why you end up in separation if you get real, right? Or there's been some type of problem. working on yourself so you're no longer triggered, so those same issues aren't coming up. You have to work through some of the issues. Sometimes you're being pulled back to work on yourself. You're working on your root chakra. This is home security and stability, but it's also connected with childhood trauma. The more we unpack our root chakra, heal our root chakra, and heal any childhood trauma, we get more stable and things like that. So we're trying to build a firm foundation in life, but also with our base chakra. Don't be too focused on the material too. Be focused on the spiritual. This will help you. We have truth, secrets, and higher stuff coming out. This is Divine Feminine card. This is like, sometimes Divine Feminine might be calling masculine out on your patterns and behaviors, just as you both do for each other, to show you things. Pay attention to things your Divine Feminine may have revealed about yourself and have brought to the light for you, or shined a light on within yourself. Some of you guys are going through a lot of storms. This could be upheavals, obstacles, maybe some type of, I say, wrecking ball drama. It's just blocks that you need to clear within yourself, or that what you need to heal, triggers, wounds, things that have come up. Okay, so, and I have Curiosity. I love it because it's my Jupiter card. This new moon aligns with Jupiter, bringing a lot of good luck, fortune, and positive manifesting energies. Remember that you're manifesting your entire reality. Yeah, your thoughts create your reality. Negative thoughts, stuff we really don't want to play out anymore. And a lot of doing this inner work is to purge out. We talked about purifying. Purge out negative thoughts so that we're not manifesting them as we go. Okay, right? Yeah, your thoughts are literally your path moving forward. Stay positive, especially today and tomorrow as we're moving through, actually the next couple of days, as we're moving through these energies with this Aquarius new moon, because it's very powerful energies of the mind when we deal with Aquarius, and also manifesting. This is why some of the blocks have to go. Okay, so pay attention to some of you guys are being initiated. You get put in situations on earth to figure out how you move through them. It's very important that we're moving forward with integrity and being kind and compassionate and loving to everyone. While we have truths coming up, which is harsh, right? Harsh energy, Pluto. Make sure if you're revealing things, you're being compassionate, dealing with people moving forward. This will help you to pass your tests here on earth. Okay, so accumulation. This is like where you're at so far. We talked about kind of some of your ascension building on each other too. Do you feel like there's something coming to an ending or a completion in your life, something you're being guided to let go of? Do it. Let go of it. I've told myself that I've let go of many things. I was explaining to my friend on a call yesterday, I've just had to let go of my whole life over and over doing ascension. So we get very attached to the material. I feel some of this, it'll help you to detach a little from the material, right? Not saying to just, not move without awareness, but to become a little less focused on the material and a little bit more focused on the spiritual will help you where you want to go. This will help open up your destiny. So I did a call the other day, and I really go into your destiny and where you're headed. And I know this person wasn't very clear of why their life had gone in certain ways, but I can always help you guys make sense of that with the work I do with you guys. So I know it really helped them to get them on the right path. Like they saw huge shifts moving forward. And so oftentimes we want to align with our destiny. And so we have our karma is to clear, and it's our hold up in getting there. So sometimes we go through a very karmic part of our journey, right? And then we're meant to move past that and shift with our destiny, which is usually the opposite of whatever we've experienced karmically. But our destiny or our north node can help us to make sense of where we're headed and where we're going. And I think it's a very important part of what we're doing here too. And your twin flame is part of your destiny. We talked about being destined to meet them, just as sometimes, if you guys have ended up in separation, you just weren't ready enough or needing to do more work. And it's never to pick at you or you're doing something wrong, because it's just more work to be done, I said, right? And we all have more work to do anyway with the ascension. So this is about aligning with your energy so that you can better align with your destiny and your path moving forward. In fact, your twin flame will be part of your destiny. So if you have like a mission or a calling or you're being of service, chances are your twin flame will be right there helping you with it in some type of way, or helping you with your path, or helping you with your healing if you didn't notice, depending on what stages you're at. Okay, so throat chakra work for Divine Masculine. We talked about that a lot. On Divine Feminine side, really working with your throat chakra. Some of you guys have had throat chakra issues coming up, or blocks, or things you need to really work on from past lifetimes. Sharing your truth and sharing more of your feelings and communicating with your Divine Feminine will help a lot. Okay, we have the High Priestess. Pay attention to your dreams. Some of you guys are dreaming about your divine feminine, or you're just getting downloads and spiritual messages. You might be getting psychic messages through psychic dreams. You might be getting downloads, information. I love it because as you do this work and you let go of the blocks, those are the things that have been holding you back. Not just in your love life, yes, there, but in your life. So you start to go higher and you start to really tap in and connect to source and get your own spiritual guidance, no problem, what to be doing, downloads, tapping in, remote viewing, all these gifts begin to activate. And so for divine masculine, some of this is all about how you're, number one, getting along with your divine feminine, your real divine feminine, your twin flame, for those on the twin flame journey, but how you're also activating the divine feminine within you and tapping into that. So when we see the divine masculine activates in either, sometimes this can lead to runner patterns, but sometimes when we activate the divine feminine, this will really help you with tapping in intuitively and doing a lot better in a lot of areas of your life. Trust your intuition. It can come to you in many different areas. It might be having a dream about your twin flame. You're getting messages like that. It could be just having a vision, sitting and thinking about them and picking up on things. So a lot of cards around communication, and this is like clearing blocks and things like that. If some of you guys haven't been having a lot of talks with your twin flame, or there's been blocks there, I love it because a lot of twin flames are talking but not really talking. You guys are seeing each other and talking but not really communicating. Expect something needs to shift there, and I mean in a good way. So this could be opening up communication to heal throat chakra blocks, to better express what's going on with you, your emotions, and how you're feeling. This will actually help your twin flame a ton to switch things on for them. Just remember that. So we have Ace of Cups. This is my new beginning. We're doing new moon vibes, new beginning vibes. Maybe this is a new relationship. So for some, this is healing those issues, coming out of separation where you're meant to be in union. By the way, this is why when we're in separation, we don't feel hot. You want to get real? Purging negativity, depression, right? Okay, we do not feel very good, but when you're in union, you're aligned, you're feeling good, you got a lot more energy, but this could be healing that and coming into actual union. For some of you guys, this will be a better year for a lot of you. Or this is you're in union and like taking the relationship in a new direction, bringing new energy into it, manifesting new things. So we have this new moon energy, which is amazing for manifesting anything that you want and those seeds that you're putting out. So we go ahead and we put a thought out, thinking all day, hint, hint. We put an intention out there, and they are manifesting our life as we know it. Okay, so we manifest everything from our thoughts and these little seeds we're putting out. Some we don't want to put out and we're thinking negatively and they still manifest. Some we're getting more intentional and wise and putting out what we desire and they're manifesting. Okay, so we want to manifest better moving forward. We have this powerful new moon energy. It's the first new moon of the year, and it is powerful for helping us to release things, clear things, and even manifest things moving forward, especially our desires and what we desire within our twin flame connection too. Powerful energies for the twin flames, as this Aquarius new moon brings a lot of starseed energy too. Okay, I'm going on that note, but divine masculine throat chakra work, and pay attention to your manifesting. You're getting really good at manifesting for yourself, but also for your divine feminine in this union. Have a beautiful day. Recommending doing the healings on my website. I have lots of new moon ones up. Have a beautiful new moon.